Well, let's get to the team then. Alisson Becker in goal. Connor, defence, what are you saying?
So I'm going to cross my fingers, toes, eyes, hair, whatever you want, and hope that Matt is back. Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho, because he's like the world's best centre-back, and Matip.
Yeah, the guys weren't laughing. I did cross my eyes there for those.
Yeah, it's good for the people. Good for the people listening. Yeah, great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Doyley, then you can have a go at the midfield unless you want to change the defence.
I'm changing the defence purely on the basis that it's whether or not Matip's fit. If Matip is fit, he plays. If he doesn't play, it's Nat Phillips, because this is a game that's ready-made for him. To be honest, he was very good against West Ham, dealing with the attacking effort. So much so that West Ham then sold Haller for about a £25 million loss or whatever it was. So he's destroyed his career. So yeah, Nat Phillips. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Nat Phillips plays anyway.
I just think with the FA Cup coming, if Matip's got a chance, it's good to get him back in the Prem. I don't think he'll play on Sunday.
Well, I think almost the opposite, because I think given how Liverpool went strong against Aston Villa's under threes, I think that they're taking the FA Cup seriously this season. I think partly because we said this before, because there's no replays, and I think also because a couple of the rounds are in midweek. So I think they might give it a bit of a go. So I wouldn't be surprised if Matip kept for United.
Yeah, and also a chance to play back into form. Doyley, I did ask you about the midfield, but Matt, I'll let you take on the midfield, Matt.
Yeah, same again for the defence, and then in midfield, same again for me from the weekend. It's a little bit boring, but I think you need Xherdan Shaqiri on the pitch. I think Thiago and him, as Connor said, worked quite well together. I think against a Burnley team where you can't really just throw loads of balls into the box, you need a little bit more guile, a little bit more creativity, and just that final ball. So, in fact, no, it's not the same, is it? Because I'm putting Jordan Henderson in there. But yeah, Henderson, Thiago, and Shaqiri.
Doyley, come to you on the midfield. What are you saying?
I think the Widge needs a bit of a rest, so he can go on the bench. Henderson can go into midfield. Thiago's definitely playing, and an hour over this. I'll tell you what, if Keita was fit, which is obviously the big question ever, I would have played him in this one. Does all right against Burnley, but he's not. So,
in other news,
Jones.
Yeah. I reckon Oxlade-Chamberlain might play. But I'd pick Shaqiri.
It's the weekend for me for Chamberlain. I think if you're going to play him, I think there might be a couple of changes for the FA Cup. I think.
Well, Milner's always Milner as well, isn't it? I don't think Milner will play Milner's not playing on Thursday. He might play on Sunday though.
No, Connor. What about your midfield?
Yeah, obviously Henderson. It's going to be Henderson, Thiago, and Shaqiri. I really want to get Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in there, and I also think he's going to play, but I wouldn't put him in my team. So from the start, at least 60 onwards, to come and score a banger. But yeah.
What about the forward line? I'll let you take the lead on that one. Connor.
Is that to me? Sorry.
Yeah. No, Connor. Yeah, you can do the forward line.
So I'm going to go Salah, Mane, and Minamino. I think it's a travesty that Minamino's had no Premier League minutes since his goal at Crystal Palace. Firmino hasn't been firing. I don't think deserves to keep his place. And I think Minamino is the option from the start for me.
Is there not a question mark, Doyley, with Minamino then? If Liverpool aren't scoring and he's still not turning to him, therein lies the answer? Or
well, given the fact he's only ever scored one Premier League goal, perhaps not. But I do take your point in the fact that he did have he had a decent game against Crystal Palace, and then he's not been seen in the Premier League since then. Don't think he was great at Aston Villa, though we did get an assist. And I agree with Connor. I wasn't originally going to change the front three, but I would have Minamino on the left, Mane down the middle, and Salah on the right.
Yeah. Matt, yourself?
I'm going to stick with Firmino. I'm going to throw him back in. I know he wasn't brilliant at the weekend, but yeah, I think, as you say, Guy, the fact that Minamino hasn't been turned to so far probably suggests where he is, and Divock Origi for me just is absolutely miles off it. So yeah, I think
just destroyed him.
He's a man who helped win the Champions League.
He did. He helped Liverpool win the Champions League. He very much did.
Yes,
Well, yeah, no, for me, the changes this week for me come in the FA Cup. They don't come against Burnley, and I don't know whether that would have always been the plan. But I think the way it's gone, Liverpool absolutely have to win. So I think you go as strong as you possibly can on Thursday night. And for me, it's an easy decision for Firmino to be in there ahead of Divock Origi.
Last one I throw out there, if anyone wants to take it, Ox false 9 with the Mane Salah split strikers. No.
Just because you want Liverpool to lose.
No. I want to get Ox back in the team.
There won't be setting up for that. So, why not?
It would work for about 10 minutes. Then Burnley would go, what are they doing? And then just snap on him or something.
It's not particularly fair on Chamberlain either to throw him back in, having not been in the best of form. To put him in the number 9.
You just can't get over the fact he left Arsenal. All right.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Anyway, let's do match predictions then before we get off. Doyley, what's the score going to be?
It's not going to be 0-0. I will be grateful to hear. I actually think Liverpool win 3-0. I think something's going to happen. They're going to
your mood from the start of this podcast to the end.
The mood is always the same. It's just the Salah stuff is just like, I don't care. This is more. I think something strange is going to. I do think Liverpool are a lot. I know it sounds ridiculous to say this, but I think they're a lot nearer to getting the goals than people think. I just think they are. I just think they've had the little bit of self-confidence has just beaten them down a little bit. And I think that if they get one fairly handy against Burnley, which I think that they will, they could go on to win 3-0, which would be nice and comfortable and nice and easy for us writing it. So it means that we don't have to just wait to the last second to start doing our stuff, because that's a nightmare. Make sure they score goals early, basically.
3-0, that would be a dream, wouldn't it? Matt, what do you think the score's going to be?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to go 1-0, but I think if Matip is back, Henderson moves into midfield. We've talked about the knock-on effect of that. I think it could be slightly more comfortable. I think Liverpool win, but I don't think it'll be as many as 3. I'm going to go 2-0. I can't see Burnley scoring, but I don't think it'll be absolutely loads for Liverpool.
Brace for Ox in the false 9. Yeah, I like the thinking there, Matt. Connor
on the left.
Yeah. I'd argue that the most optimistic person that comes on this podcast, and I don't think it's going to be 3-0. I'll go 2-0 and I'll be happy.
Mark my words. Mark my words.
Right, we'll replay this then on Friday.
Wrong, and then just forget them.
Yeah, we'll replay this on Friday however it does turn out. But hopefully we've lifted the mood. I've certainly lifted our mood here at Blood Red and on the Blood Red podcast after that drab goalless draw with Manchester United. Don't forget then, stick across all of our content across the Liverpool Echo website, as well as our Blood Red channels, whether it's audio on demand or our dedicated YouTube channel for everything ahead of and post Burnley on Thursday. We'll be back with Friday's edition of the Blood Red podcast. Until then, thanks for your time and your company. It's bye for now.